In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving functions using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds. And after going through this video, I guarantee you guys that you'll be able to deal with basic problems involving functions like the one we have in this video. Alright, so ensure you stay to the very end of this video, guys. You are going to learn a lot as usual. Okay, so having known that, let's get started. So the question I have here says, given f of x equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 5, evaluate f of negative 3 and f of 5. Alright, so in calculus, f of x is the same thing as y. Alright, so it's either you use f of x or you use y. They both mean what? The same thing. Alright, so now, basically, this question is very simple, guys. This is all about substitution. Okay, I'm going to show you now. Let's get the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. So this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now the very first thing you have to do will be to ensure that you clear the calculator to remove whatever previous value you might have stored on it. So to quickly reset it, all you have to do is to press this second button, press this plus button. Alright, so you see reset option 7. Then we want to reset all one, press 1. Okay, then press 2 to reset, and it will begin to reset. Alright, it's done. Press this clear button. Alright, so let's look at the question again. We are given f of x, that's the function y equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. So right now, let's impute it on the calculator, this function, and solve it. So we have y equals 3x squared. Okay, so we're going to make use of this y equals to button. Okay, or y equals button. So we have 3x squared, all right, minus 4x plus 5. Okay, so this is the function we have here. So we are looking at the value of y when x is negative 3 and when x is what, 5. Very easy, guys. So at this juncture now, let's graph this function. Alright, so you press this graph button for it, so it will graph this function for us, and from here we will continue. So this is the graphical solution for this function in case if you want to see the graphical work about it. So now to get the function at x negative 3 and x 5, all you have to do now is to press this second button and calc this trace button. Okay, so we want to calculate the value. 1 is for calculating value, so you press 1. So the value of x at negative 3. Now guys, don't make use of this negative sign. Alright, when you make use of it, you're going to get the, in fact, you're going to get syntax error when you use it. But the right negative sign to use in this situation is this one. So press this one, the value of x at negative 3, remember? Okay, so press enter. It will give us what, 44. When x is negative 3, we have y to be what, 44. Okay, then let's check the value of x at 5. Second calc. Okay, the value. So 5. Now press enter. 60. Alright, so when x is negative 3, our y is what, 44, and when x is 5, our y is what, 60. So the correct option is what, option B. It's as simple as that, guys. And let me show you another way you can check this is to use the table function. All you have to do for it is to press this second button and this graph button. So it will show you the table of these. So when x is 5, we have 60 here. So when you scroll up, you see the negative value. When x is negative 3, y is what, 44. So it's as simple as that, guys. This is basically how you can solve problems involving function like this using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for the multiple choice calculus questions involving function. Hope you learned something interesting from this video. Let's close the video here, guys. Don't forget to reset your calculator once you are done. All you have to do is to press second this plus button, follow the instructions, we press 7. Alright, clear all RAM, press 1 and press 2. Alright, and it will do the job. Okay, that's it. In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving limits using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Now, after going through this video, guys, I guarantee you that you'll be able to solve any problem involving limits of a function tending to a real number using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. So ensure you stay to the very end of this video, guys. You are going to learn a lot. Alright, so having done that, let's quickly look at the questions we have here. We are going to practice with and get started. So the question 1 here says evaluate this. Here the limit is tending to 0. Alright. Question 2, evaluate this. Here the limit x is tending to 16. And the last question, evaluate the limit x is tending to pi over 4 here. Okay, so let's get the TI-84 plus calculator now and get started. This is very interesting and easy, guys. I'm going to show you. So this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now the very thing you have to do is to reset the calculator. I often say this, guys. If you have watched my previous videos, you will notice that I say this often. Okay, so the essence of resetting is to put the calculator in default mode to remove whatever previous value you might have stored on it. So to quickly reset it, all you have to do is to press this second button, then press this plus button. Want to reset, press 7. Okay, then want to reset all RAM, press 1, then press 2 to reset all RAM. Alright, so it's done. RAM cleared. Press this clear button. Okay, so we are good to go, guys. Now the next thing you have to do will be to ensure that the calculator is in radian. Alright, now there are two things here. If the limit is tending to a real number without a trig function involved, alright, you can solve it in degree mode and you'll be at the safe side. You'll get the right answer or right value. But if it is tending to a value like pi that involves trig values, just like in this question 3, this one x is tending to pi over 4 and we're having trig identities involved in the question. So if you solve it under degree, the results you will get will be wrong. You're going to have the wrong output. Alright, so this is exceptional to questions involving trig identities. Alright, so in otherwise, if you have questions that don't involve trig identities and your calculator is in degree, you are good to go. But once it is involving trig identities, you have to ensure that it's in radian mode. But overall, putting your calculator in radian mode, whether the question is having trig identities or not, will always give you the right answer. So guys, to be at the safe side, because you might not remember this, always ensure that the calculator is in radian mode so that you will always get the right answer, whether the question is involving trig identities or not. Okay, so hope you have taken notes of that. Very important. So let's get the calculator now. So let's put it in radian mode. By default, this calculator used to be in radian mode, but if yours happen to be in degree, let's say here is showing degree, not radian, all you have to do is to press this mode button. Okay, then go down with this navigation button. Under this place within radian, if I go to the right side, this right navigation button, I will say degree. Alright, so if yours is showing degree on top of here, just press this left navigation button to radian. Once you do it, you press enter. Okay, and it will change to radian. Okay, it's as simple as that, guys. Alright, so having done this, let's begin to solve this question now. Question 1 says evaluate the limit x tending to 0. Now guys, pay attention here. Whenever you want to solve limit of a function tending to a real number, there's a constant you will always add to that real number is tending to, and that constant is 0.001. guys, the constant is what? 0.001. So write it down now. 0.001. This is the constant you are going to be adding to the real number the limit is tending to. All right, very, very important. So right now, this question one, the limit x is tending to 0. We're going to add 0.001 to this 0. So basically, it will be 0 plus 0.001. All right. So once you do it, you press enter. No, don't press enter yet. We want to store this value as x. Okay. So to store it, you press this store button. Okay. Then want to store it as x, press this button for x. Then press enter. Okay. So once you do it, it will indicate that this value has been stored as x on this calculator. So guys, it's still 0.001. All right. This thing is either 1 times 10 to the power -3 or 1 over 1000. So it's something as 1 times 10 to the power -3. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's clear this. So right now, let's evaluate this question. Having stored x as the value of 0.001 plus 0. Okay, so is in fraction. Click on the fraction button, press alpha and this trace button. So fraction is here. I press this y equals button. So the fraction we are looking for is option 1. Okay, so we have square root of x plus 2. To bring out the square root sign, press second and this button, it will come out. So we have x plus 2. Okay, so once you do it, you go forward by putting a negative sign. Just give space, press this button, then put minus. Okay, so we have minus square root of 2 second and this button. Okay, square root of 2 over, we have x. So that's it, guys. Let's press enter now and see what we're going to have as our output. So we have 0.35. So right now we are going to check the options. Anyone that give us 0.35 be the answer. Basically, it has to be option D. Okay, because it can't be A, it can't be B. So let's check option D, which is square root of 2 over 4. All right, let's clear this. So we are looking for the one that gives us 0.35. So go back to the trace after this fraction. Okay, press 1. So we have square root of second, this button of 2, all right, over 4. So let's press enter. You see 0.35. So the correct option is option D. It's as simple as this, guys. So we're making progress. Let's clear this and solve question 2. Okay, so you say evaluate this number 1, x is tending to 16. All right, guys, so that means we're going to store a new number. Okay, so to be at the safe side, I recommend you reset the calculators since you want to store a new number. All right, so the previous one is stored, will not interfere with this new one you want to store. So to clear, basically you just press second, this plus button, then press 7. Want to clear all one, press 1, press 2, and it will do the job. All right, so it's done. So right now let's store 16 plus 0.001 on this calculator. So it's going to be 16 plus 0.001. So to store it, you press this STO button. We want to store it as X. Press this, then press enter. Okay, so the value has been stored. Let's clear this. Let's impute the function, the values we have here. So we have bring out the fraction button alpha, trace button. Okay, press this, then press 1. Okay, so we have s square. Look at this minus 256. Okay, over we have x minus 4 square. All right, so that's it, guys. We are good to go. Let's press enter now. So we have 32 is the answer, which is what option D. All right, so guys, this is very interesting. It's as simple as this. All right, hope you're enjoying the video. Let's go ahead and solve the last question, which is question 3. Say evaluate limit. This time around x is tending to pi over 4, and we have three identities here. Okay, very, very simple. Let me show you. Let's clear this. And remember, we have to clear the calculator. All right, since we're going to stay in a number, just press second, this plus button, then press 7 to reset, press 1 to reset all RAM, then press 2. Okay, so it's done. So we're going to store pi over 4 plus 0.001. Now, so it's in fraction alpha, this trace button, then this 1. Okay, so we have pi. To bring out pi, you press second and this button. Okay, we have pi over 4. All right, then we have plus 0.001. So we want to store it as x. You press the store button, then press x, then press enter. Okay, so the value has been stored as x on this calculator. So we are good to go, guys. Let's clear this. So right now, let's solve this question. Is in fraction alpha, this trace button. Okay, fraction this, then press 1. All right, so we have 1. Okay, plus sine 2x. Okay, close the brackets, over we have 1 minus, okay, cos 4x. So that's it. Close the bracket. We're good to go. Right now, let's press enter button to get our result of value. The answer is what? 1. Okay, it's as simple as that, guys, which is what? Option A. So guys, this is basically how you can solve problems involving limit of a function tending to a real number using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds from multiple choice calculus questions involving limits. Alright, hope you learned something interesting from this video. Let's call it a class here, guys. In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving limits and continuity. Now we're going through this video, I guarantee you guys that you'll be able to deal with problems involving continuous, discontinuous, and removable discontinuous limit easily and fast using your calculator to verify your answer, or using the TI-84 plus in particular. So ensure you stay to the very end of this video, guys. You're going to learn a lot. Alright, having known that, let's get started now. If you note what I have written here, it says the limit of a function is said to be continuous when the value of x in substitution to a question is defined. Alright, I'm going to explain more when we come to application, or when we practice this example I have here. Alright, why the limit of a function is said to be discontinuous when the value of x in substitution to a question is undefined. Okay, the limit of a function is said to be removable discontinuous when the value of x in substitution to a question is 0. Alright, now example we have here says in the expression 2 over x squared minus 5 at x equals square root of 5, the limit is said to be what? Alright, now to solve this, all you have to do basically is to store your value of x as square root of 5 and use it to substitute this question. Now the output or the result we're going to get will tell us whether the limit is continuous, discontinuous, or removable discontinuous. Alright, so let's get the TI-84 plus calculator now to solve this and verify. Alright, so this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now the first thing you have to do is to reset. Very important to put the calculator in default mode. So to reset, all you have to do is to press second, this plus button. Alright, want to reset, press 7 for reset. Then want to reset all one, press 1. Then press 2 to reset all one. Okay, so it's done. Press this button. The essence of this resetting is to remove whatever previous value you might have stored on this calculator so that it will not interfere with the current calculation you want to do. Okay, so guys, very important. So right now we're going to store the value of x as square root of 5. So to do that, we press the second button for square root to come out, square root of 5. Okay, so we want to store this as x. Alright, so we just press this right arrow key, then press the store button. We want to store it as x, we press this button. Okay, then this button is for x, then press enter. Once you do it, it will indicate that this value square root of 5 has been stored as x on the calculator. Okay, so let's evaluate this expression we have here. With a fraction, you press alpha, this space button for fraction to come out. When you see fraction here, press this button. Okay, press 1. So we have 3 over s square, look at square, okay, minus 5. So let's see what's going to give us. Press enter. We have, you see, error. Now this shows that this function is discontinuous. Alright, is undefined. Now this is what I mean by a function being undefined. It's not giving us a value basically, so it's undefined. There's no definition for this function. Had it give us a value, any real number at all, it would have been defined. Alright, so had it give us a real number like 0, a neutral number, without any point attached to that 0, nothing is nothing like 0 0.1, 0 0.2, just a neutral number 0, no point attached to it, it would have been removable discontinuous. Alright, but since what we're having here is error, this shows that the function is undefined. As the function is to be undefined, the function is what discontinuous. So guys, the correct answer to this question is what? Option B, discontinuous. Okay, so this is basically how you can use the TI-84 plus scientific calculator to verify or check when a function is continuous, discontinuous, or removable discontinuous. Alright, so it's as easy as that. Hope you learned something interesting from this video. Let's call it a video here, guys. So don't forget to reset your calculator once you are done. All you have to do is to press, let's clear this first. Okay, then press the second button, press this plus button. So want to reset or press 7. Okay, press 1 for all one, reset all one, then press 2 to reset all one. Alright, so it's clear. Thanks for watching.
In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving derivative, particularly first derivative, using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Now after going through this video, I guarantee you guys that you'll be able to solve any problem involving first derivative using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. So having known that, let's get started. Before I get the calculator, let's quickly note what I have here in this video and look at the questions we are going to practice with. So if you check carefully, I noticed something here. I say note, whenever I want to solve differentiation questions or derivative questions with the Casio calculator, though I wrote Casio here, this is also applicable to Casio, but we are going to experiment with TI-84 plus calculator here. So whenever I want to solve differentiation questions with the TI-84 plus calculator, the calculator should always be in radian mode or radius mode to avoid unnecessary error. The number of brackets at the right hand side must equal the number of brackets at the left hand side. First derivative can also be represented as y prime or dy over dx in the equation. Very important, guys. So having known that, let's look at the questions we have here. So question 1 says, example 1, if y equals this function, what is y prime? As you can see, did not say find the first derivative, did not say find dy over dx, they used y prime here. So these terms mean the same thing, whether the examiner or the professor or lecturer is using y prime, dy over dx, first derivative, the three terms mean the same thing. So don't be confused with these terms in calculus. Alright, so question 2 says, if y equals this function, what is y prime? Alright, very simple, the calculator. Let's get the TI-84 plus calculator now, guys, and go into the details. Alright, so this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now, the very first thing you have to do will be to reset the calculator. The essence of resetting it is to put the calculator in default mode. Very important, guys. So to reset, all you have to do is to press second button, this plus button. After you must have pressed second button, press this plus button, then press 7 for reset. 1 to reset all RAM. You press 1, then press 2 to reset all RAM. Alright, so to begin to reset is done. RAM cleared. So press this clear button. We are good to go. The next thing to do is to ensure that the calculator is in radian mode. Alright, by default, this TI-84 plus calculator used to be in radian mode. If yours happens to be in degree, all you have to do is to press this mode button. Look at how you know it. If you check here, we have radian written on top. If yours is showing degree, just follow this step, press mode, then use this navigation button downward, come to where it is written radian and degree. For instance, if I click this right arrow key, now it will go to degree. So if yours is in degree is showing here, just press this left arrow key to go to radian. Once you do it, you press enter. Alright, so it will switch to radian. By default, mine is reading radian, so it's as simple as that, guys. Let's clear this. So having done this, the next thing you're going to do will be to store a number. Alright, we're going to use to differentiate the question and then evaluate or simplify the options to get our answer. That is the idea behind derivative, solving derivative with the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Alright, you're going to store a number you are going to use to solve the problem. Alright, now I highly recommend to, you can choose to work or experiment with any number you want, but I highly recommend to, guys, because I've practiced with it for a long time and I have not found any error with it when it comes to solving problems involving derivative and integration with it. Alright, so to store 2 on this calculator, press the number first, 2, press the store button. I want to store it as x, then press this button. Once you do it, press enter. It will indicate that this value 2 has been stored as x on this calculator. We are good to go. Let's press clear. So let's look at the question once more. It says find, it says if y equals this, what is y prime? So we are looking at the first derivative of the function. So we have in bracket s squared plus 3, in another bracket s to the power 5 plus 1. Okay, so let's differentiate the function in bracket s squared plus 3. Alright, to bring out the derivative function, press alpha and this window button. So derivative is what? Option 3. Alright, so press x for d by dx here. Very important, guys. So you come to this place, sorry, this center box, input the function. So it's starting with brackets. Start with bracket, guys. Open a bracket. So we have s square. Press this button for s to come out. We have s square, alright, plus 3. Okay, close the bracket, open another bracket. So we have x to the power 5. So bring out the power function, press this button for it, alright, then press 5. Okay, you come down, very important, guys, then plus 1. close the bracket to balance it. Alright, ensure that the brackets are balanced, guys. So if you check, we have three brackets at the right, 1, 2, 3. We also have three brackets at the left, 1, 2, 3. So let's go back to here and put the two we stored. Very, very important, guys. Okay, press enter. So we have 692. Alright, right now we're going to simplify the options. Anyone that gives us 692 will be the answer to this question. Very, very simple, guys. Let's clear this. Okay, so let's begin with option A. Let's check what is there. So we have 7x to the power 6, okay, plus 15x to the power 4, okay, 7x to the power 6, you come down, alright, plus 15x to the power 4, make use of the power function, okay, you come down. Then what else we have there? We have plus 2x plus 2x, okay, so we are good to go. Let's press enter and see whether we're going to have 692. 692 confirm. So option A is the answer to this question. Feel free to check option B and C, but I know we get the wrong value for them. So that's it for question 1. Let's go ahead and solve question 2. It says if y equals this, what is y prime? So if you have to solve this question 2 manually, you're going to apply the quotient rule to solve it. Since it's involving fraction, you apply quotient rule, but we solve it fast with calculator now. So we have x minus 1 over x plus 1. Okay, so let's clear this. Let's bring out the derivative function. Press alpha and window button, option 3. Okay, so using fraction, to bring out fraction button, you press alpha, this trace button, then press 1 equals to button. This is for fraction. Then press 1. Before we do that, let's impute x here. Very, very important, guys. Okay, so to bring out the fraction button now, press alpha, this trace button, then press y equals to for fraction, press this y equals to button, then press 1 for it. It's now in fraction. We have x, press x minus 1 over, so we have x, press this button for it, minus, no, not minus now, let's leave that, guys, delete it. So we have plus rather 1. So the brackets are balanced. Go over here and press impute the 2 you stored. Yeah, we are good to go. Let's press enter. So we have 0.22. Right now we're going to simplify the options. Anyone that gives us 0.22 will be the answer to this question. Very, very interesting, guys. So let's begin with option. So option A is 1, can't be option A. Option C, option B is -1, it can't be this. Option C is 1 over x plus 1. Let's verify, but it can't be option C basically, because since our x is 2, when you put 2 here, 2 plus 1 is 3, so 1 over 3 will basically give you 0.33. Okay, so when you check option D, 2 plus 1 is 3, so 3 square give you 9, so you're going to have 2 over 9. Alright, so let's simplify 2 over 9 and see whether it will give us 0.22. So let me just show you guys. We'll do it together. All you have to do now is, so you press alpha, this trace button, press fraction, okay, press 1. So there we have 2 over, let me show you guys, we have x plus 1. Okay, close the brackets. But I know this thing is something as 2 over 9. Alright, so press square. So that's it, press enter. So we have 2 over 9. So guys, to put this in decimal value, just press this maths option. Okay, press 2 for decimal. press 2. So answer to decimal. Want to convert this answer to decimal value, press enter. So 0.22 is as simple as that, guys. So this is basically how you can deal with problems involving first derivative using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds. Alright, so hope you learned something interesting from this video. Let's call it a video, guys.
In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving trigonometry, derivatives, or differentiation using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. And after going through this video, I guarantee you guys that you'll be able to deal with problems involving trigonometry, derivatives, or differentiation using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds, especially for multiple choice questions. So ensure you stay with me till the very end of this video. You're going to learn a lot, guys. Alright, so before we bring the calculator, let's quickly look at the questions we have here we are going to use to practice with. Alright, so question 1 here says differentiate the function y equals cos theta over sin theta with respect to theta. These are the options. Question 2, differentiate the function y equals 3 sine in bracket 4 minus 5x with respect to x, and these are the options. Alright guys, very simple questions. Now let's get the TI-84 plus scientific calculator now and go into the details. Okay, so this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now guys, the very first thing you have to do will be to reset the calculator. Very important. The essence of doing this is to put your calculator in default mode to remove whatever previous value you must have stored on it. So to reset it, all you have to do is to press the second button, then press this plus button, then press 7 for reset. Want to reset all RAM, you press 1. Alright, then press 2 to reset it, and it will reset all RAM cleared. Okay, so press this clear button. Now guys, the next thing you have to do is to ensure that the calculator is in radian mode. Very important, guys. By default, this TI-84 plus scientific calculator used to be in radian mode, but if yours happens to be in degree and you want to switch it to radian, all you have to do basically is to, for instance, if you check here is in radian, if yours is saying degree here, all you have to do is to press the mode button. Alright, then you go down using this navigation button to display within radian. At the right you see degree. If yours is on degree, all you have to do is to switch it to radian by pressing the left arrow key. Okay, once you do it, you press enter. Alright, and it will change to radian. It will change from degree. If yours is showing degree, it will not change from degree to radian once you press enter. Alright, so it's as simple as that, guys. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's go back, press clear. Now the next thing you're going to do will be to store a number, which is very important, guys. For solving derivative questions with using the TI-84 plus calculator, whether it is involving trigonometry or not, you have to store a number. Alright, of which I highly recommend 2. The essence of using 2 is because I have practiced with it for a very long time and I have not found any error with it. Now you can choose to experiment with any number you want, but I highly recommend 2, guys. And this number we are storing it to use it to differentiate the question, and then use the same stored number to evaluate or simplify our options to get the right value or correct answer for our question. Alright, so to store 2 on this calculator, all you have to do is to press the number first, 2. Once you do, you press this STO button, stands for store, then press, I want to store it as X. You press this button for X to come out. Okay, once you do, you press enter. It will indicate that this value 2 has been stored as X on this calculator. So we are good to go, guys. Let's clear this. Let's call the question once more. It says differentiate the function y equals cos theta over sin theta with respect to theta. Now guys, let's differentiate this question. Alright, this note I have here, I'm going to explain something here when we get to the application of this note we have here, but let's differentiate first. All right. Okay, so to bring out the derivative function, just press alpha and this window button. So derivative is option 3. Okay, so you put x here, d over dx, very important. Press this button for x. Then in these brackets we have is the function is in fraction. So to bring out the fraction button, firstly press this alpha and trace button. So once you do it, you see fraction here. You press this y equal to button. Once you do it, you press 1. Okay. Alright, so we have fraction sign there now. So you impute, we have cos. So you have to replace theta with x, where theta equals x. Okay, so we'll be replacing theta with x. So we have cos x, close the bracket. Alright, over. Then we have sine x. Instead of sine theta, we have sine x. So we close the bracket. We are good to go. Then we'll come over to this place and put the 2 restored. Alright, put 2 here. Okay guys, we are good to go. So let's press enter and see what we're going to have as an output. So we have minus 1.209. Right now we're going to simplify the options. Anyone that gives us minus 1.209 will basically be the answer to this question. It's as simple as that, guys. So let's begin with option A. So option A says minus sine square theta. Okay, minus sine square theta. To do it, you are going to now, guys, if you press this negative sign button here, it's going to start with answer. Alright, so this is not the right negative sign to make use of. Just clear this. The right one to use is this one here. Just press it because it's not meant to start with answer for you. Just press this one. So we have minus sine square theta. This is how you're going to present it now on this calculator. You press x, close the bracket, then put your square. Alright, so minus sine s in bracket square is the same thing as minus sine square theta. If you do anything outside here, guys, what I've done, you're going to get a wrong value. Another way you can do it here, if you don't want to follow this pattern, is to do, because minus sine square theta means sine theta times sine theta. It's either you do this way or you do minus sine x times minus sine x, you get the same value. So if you press enter now, we have minus 0.826. No, so this is the wrong option. Alright, we got minus 1.209. Okay, so let's check option B and see whether it's going to give us minus 1.209. Let's clear this. So option B says minus cosec square theta. Now guys, there's no cosec on this calculator. This is the reason I notice something here. Now in trigonometry identity, cosec is same thing as 1 over sine, sec is same thing as 1 over cos, and cot is same thing as 1 over tan. Alright, since there is no cosec, there is no sec, there is no cot on the calculator, we are going to be replacing them with 1 over sine, 1 over cos, 1 over tan respectively. Since we are dealing with cosec in this question 1, we are going to replace cosec with 1 over sine on the calculator. Alright, so it's as simple as that, guys. When you meet sec, replace it 1 over cos. When you meet cot, replace it with 1 over tan, and you'll be good to go, guys. Okay, so right now let's simplify 1 over sine, since we don't have cosec and it starts with negative sign. So it's going to be, in this option B, it's going to be minus. So in fraction now, bring our fraction button, press alpha, this trace button, fraction, you press this button, then press 1. Okay, so minus cosec square theta, that's minus 1 over sine. Okay, remember we're having square here, so you're going to put x first, close the bracket, then put the square. We are seeing here minus cosec square theta. You put your square at the denominator. Okay, so put the square here. Alright, so this is exactly what we have here for option B. A theta was replaced with x here in sin x. Okay, so let's press equal to now or enter to see if you're going to have minus 1.209, and that would basically be the answer to this question. Minus 1.209 exactly. So guys, this is the answer to this question. Feel free to check option D, but I know that you get the wrong value when you check it. The correct option is what option B. It's as simple as that, guys. Hope you learned something interesting. So let's clear this and solve question 2. I'm making progress. So question 2 says differentiate the function y equals 3 sine in bracket 4 minus 5x with respect to x. Okay, so interesting. Let's bring out the derivative function. We press alpha, window button. Derivative is what? Option 3. Okay, so you put d by dx, press x here. Alright, so we have y equals, so we have 3, okay, sine 4 minus, okay, 5x. Alright, so guys, you have to balance the bracket, very important. We have two brackets at the left, we have one at the right. So to balance it, you close this bracket, very important. So it's not balanced, two at the left and two at the right. So you go back this place and put the two restored. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's press enter and see what we're going to have. So we have minus 14.40. So right now we're going to simplify the options. Anyone that gives us minus 14.40 will be the answer to this question. Let's clear this. Okay, so let's evaluate or simplify the options now. So option A, we have it to be 15 cos in bracket 4 minus 5x. So we have 15 cos in brackets 4 minus 5x. Alright, press enter. 14.40. No, we got minus 14.40. So basically, this option A is similar to this option B. The difference is here is the negative sign. So the answer basically to this question will be option B. Okay, since it have negative sign, the two values in the options are the same. The difference is just this negative sign. So basically the answer will be option B since it's the one having negative sign. Okay, so guys, this is it. Let's check option C and see what's going to give us. But I know we are going to get a wrong value. So we have 3 cos, okay, 4 minus 5x. Okay, close the bracket. 3 cos 4 minus 5x. Alright, press enter. No, so our answer is option B, guys. So it's as simple as that. This is basically how you can deal with problems involving trigonometric derivative using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Alright, hope you find this video interesting. Let's call it a video here, guys.
In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving definite integrals using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Now guys, after going through this video, I guarantee you that you'll be able to solve problems, basically any problem involving definite integrals using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator fast. Alright, so ensure you stay with me till the very end of this video, guys. You're going to learn a lot. Alright, so having known that, let's get started. Now if you notice, I noticed something here. I said note, whenever I want to solve definite integral questions with the TI-84 plus scientific calculator, though I would Casio calculator here, is applicable to Casio as well. Any calculator you are using at all, alright, the calculator should always be in radian mode or in radius mode to avoid unnecessary error. Very important, guys. Alright, this is very important. It should be in radian mode. Now by default, this TI-84 Plus is in radian mode. If yours isn't in radian mode, perhaps is in degree. All you have to do to put it to radian mode is to you come to this option but this mode button rather, you press mode. Okay, this will display. So you just scroll down to this place written radian. If yours happens to be in degree, this is degree. Alright, if I press enter here, okay, you see that it will change degree. So if yours happens to be in degree, all you have to do to put it in radian is to you just use this left arrow key and you press it, it will go to radian, press enter. Alright, so it's now in radian. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's press clear. Okay guys, now let's begin to solve this problem. Now, having ensured that the calculator is in radian, let's bring out the definite integral function symbol on this calculator we are going to use to solve this problem we have here. Okay, so question 1 says evaluate the definite integral. We have 7 dx over x squared minus 5x minus 6. Alright, so the upper limit is 10 and the lower limit is what, 7. So to bring out the definite integral symbol, all you have to do is to press this alpha and this window button. Alright, it will display this. So option 4 is for definite integral function. So we press for option 4. So this will display. Let's impute the values. So the lower limit there is what, 7. Alright, very simple guys. You go up, the upper limit there is what, 10. Okay, then come to this center box is in fraction. So guys, to bring out the fraction button, all you have to do is to press this alpha button and this twist button. Alright, so once you do it, you press this button here for fraction. You press this y equals button, that's the plot button. Alright, so you select option 1 for fraction. Very simple guys. So let's impute the values we have there. We have 7 over, alright, the ds is not part of what we're going to enter there. The ds, what it stands for there is function. Okay, so you're not expected to put it at the numerator as well there. So we have over x squared. You make use of this button for x. Okay, then square, you press this button, then minus 5x. Okay, press this button, minus 6. Alright, so that's it. Then come over to this place and impute x here guys, very important. This is where you're going to complete this dx by adding x here. So press this button. So that's it. This is exactly what we have here as the question 1. So let's press enter now, equal to get our value, our answer. So we have 1.067. Right now the options are in fraction, in length and in fraction. So to break it down to see the one that give us 1.067, we're going to begin by checking them. So let's clear this guys. 1.067. so this is the length button. Let's begin with option A. Press this. Okay, bring out the fraction button as well. You press alpha, this choice button. Okay, then you press this for the fraction sign, press 1. Okay, so we have 32 over 11. Alright, so go back this place and close the bracket. Very important guys. So let's press enter button now. So we have 1.067, correct. So the right option is what? Option A. Is as simple as this guys. Feel free to check option B and C, but I know that you will get the wrong value. The correct answer is option A. So that's it for question 1 is as simple as that, guys. Let's solve question 2. Let's just clear everything here. So question 2 says evaluate the definite integral of sine 3x cos 2x. So we have the upper limit to be pi over 2 and lower limit to be 0. It's as simple as that, guys. So to bring out the definite integral function sign or symbol, just press alpha and this window button. So definite integral sign is under option 4. Alright, so once you do it, input the upper and lower limit. The lower limit there is what, 0, and the upper limit is what, pi over 2. So firstly bring out the fraction button, press alpha, this trace button, then press this button, y equals to button, then press 1 for the fraction button. Okay, so we have pi. To bring up pi, guys, all you have to do is to press this second button and this button, so pi will come out over, then we have pi over 2, you press 2, so that's it there. Then come to the center box and impute the values. So we have sine 3x. Okay, you press this button or alpha and x, anyone will come out. Okay, so you close the bracket, then impute cos, we have cos 2x. Okay, just press this button for x. Alright, so you close the bracket. Now guys, you have to ensure that the brackets are balanced. Very, very important. If you notice, we have 3 brackets at the left, 1, 2 and 3, whereas we have 2 at the right, 1 and what, 2. Okay, we have 3 as well, they are balanced. We have 3 at the left, we have 1, 2, 3, and we also have 3 at the right, so we have 1, 2, 3. So the brackets are balanced, guys. Very, very important. Always ensure that they are balanced so that you don't end up having syntax error as output. So you go to this place and complete it by putting x here for dx. Okay, so that's it, guys. We are good to go. Let's press enter button now to solve this to get our answer. Okay, so we have 0.6, guys. This point here is meant to be 0.6. So right now we're going to break down the options to check the one that give us 0.6, and that will basically be the answer to this question. Okay, so let's go, let's wipe this. So basically it will not be this one that has minus because we're not having a negative sign there. So let's check either B or C. I feel that the answer would be option B. Okay, that should give us 0.6. So when you do, you can just do 3 divide, let's make use of the division button, by 5, press enter, 0.6, that's 0.6. So guys, this is basically how you can solve problems involving definite integral using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Hope you learned something interesting from this video. Alright guys, so let's close the video here. Don't forget to reset the calculator once you are done solving. All you have to do is to press this second button, then press this plus button for memory, then press 7 for reset, press 1 for RAM. I want you to reset RAM. Alright, then press 2 to reset RAM. Okay, so it will reset it. Done. So press clear button. So that's it for this class, guys. Thanks for watching. In this video, we are going to learn how to solve problems involving indefinite integrals or indefinite integration using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. And after going through this video, I guarantee you guys that you'll be able to solve indefinite integrals using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. So guys, ensure you stay with me to the very end of this video. I'm going to simplify this issue for you guys. Alright, so having known that, let's go into the details of the video. Alright, so as you can see, I have written here, note, whenever you want to solve indefinite integral questions, the calculator should always be in reduce mode or in radian, alright, to avoid unnecessary error. Very, very important, guys. So having known this, let's begin with this question 1. It says compute this indefinite integral x cubed exponential to the power of x dx. Alright, so this is integration by parts if you want to solve it manually or show or working. But with the TI-84 plus scientific calculator, I'm going to show you guys how you can do this fast in seconds. Alright, so let's get the TI-84 plus scientific calculator now and begin to solve this. Alright, so guys, this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now, the very first thing you have to do will be to reset the calculator to put it in default mode. Very, very important, guys. Now, the essence of resetting the calculator is to remove whatever previous value you might have stored on the calculator. Alright, so to quickly reset the calculator, all you have to do is to press this second button, then press this plus button. When you look at it, you see memory written on it, so you press this, then you press option 7 for reset, option 7. Then when you come here, you want to reset all RAM. Alright, press 1 for all RAM. Very, very important, guys. Okay, so follow the next instruction. You press 2 to reset all RAM. Okay, so once you do it, it will reset all RAM. So RAM cleared. So every value you might have stored on this calculator has been cleared, guys. Very, very important. So let's press this clear button. Okay, now the idea behind solving indefinite integral with the TI-84 plus scientific calculator is to store a number. Alright, you are going to use to simplify the question, then differentiate the options. Alright, you are going to use a store number to simplify the question and then use that same store number to differentiate the options to get your answer. Alright, so guys, just follow me step by step, you understand it. So let's look at the question again. This is a question we want to compute, we want to integrate this function. Alright, so right now, guys, we are going to store 2. Now I highly recommend 2, guys. Now you can choose to work any number you want, alright, but I highly recommend 2 because I have practiced with 2 for a long time now and have not found any error with it. So I highly recommend 2, guys. So to store 2 on this TI-84 plus calculator, all you have to do, guys, is to press the number first 2. Okay, so once you do it, you press this button STO. It stands for store. You press it. Okay, now it will tell you what do you want to store it as. You want to store it as X on the calculator. There are 2 ways you can do this. It's either you press alpha and this store button as well, S will come out, or you just press this button, S will come out. But I prefer this one. This one is easier. Just press this button. Okay, where you see link written on top of it, just press this button. Okay, S will come out, then press equal to, or this enter button. Alright, so it will indicate that this value X has been stored as 2 on this calculator. Okay, so these 2 we just store will not go out until we see the calculator. So we are good to go, guys. Let's press clear. So the next thing we have to ensure to do is to know that whether our calculator is in radian or in degree. By default, this TI-84 plus calculator is in radian. As you can see, when you check your calculator here, you are going to see what radian, guys. But if yours happens to be in degree, to quickly switch it to radian, all you have to do is to press this mode button. Okay, so once you press the mode button, guys, you are going to come down. So come down, see this the written radian. Once you press this right button to go to degree and press enter, it will switch to degree.
Let me just show you guys. Now if I press enter, you see this has changed from radian to degree. So because we are solving integration, we have to put it in radian. So we'll go back to the radian mode, press enter. Okay, so it's now in radian. Very, very correct. Okay, so guys, we are good to go. Now, the two we have stored, let's use it to simplify this indefinite integral we have. Okay, so we have compute this. So we have s cubed exponential to the power of x dx. So it's going to be, you bring out the x is stored. To bring out the x is stored on the calculator, all you have to do is to press either alpha and this stop button, or you can just press this button alone. Okay, let's just press this button, x will come out. So 1x to the power 3, you make use of this button for your power function or exponent function. Okay, you press 3. Alright, then you come down. Very, very important, guys. So we have exponential to the power of x. Bring out exponential on this calculator. All you have to do is to press this second button. Okay, then press this button, written line on it. So exponential will come out. Then you impute the power. The power is what? X. So you press this button. Alright, so that's what we have here, guys. S cubed exponential to the power of x dx. Now this dx is not part of what you're going to put here. What the dx stands for here is what? Function. Okay, so it's not part of what you're going to put here. So having known this, guys, just press enter and see the value is going to give you. So we have 59.11. So right now we're going to differentiate the options. Anyone that gives us 59.11 will be the answer to this question. It's as simple as that, guys. Very, very interesting. So let's clear this. Okay, so to bring out the derivative function on this calculator, all you have to do is to press this alpha button, then press this window button, F2. That's the function under F2. Okay, so when you do it, you're going to see option 3 for derivative. So you press 3. Alright, so once you do it, the derivative function will come out. Okay, so we want to find the derivative of, okay, let's go back to this place, guys. Yeah, derivative of x d over dx, that's what we want to find. So press x here, very important. So you then go to this bracket and impute the function we have. So the function we have in the bracket, let's check. So we have exponential to the power of x. Just do it exactly as you have the values. Very important, guys. So we have exponential to the power of x. Bring the exponential, we press the second button, then impute the power x. Okay, you come down. Then what else we have there? We have in bracket s cube. So you open another bracket. So we have s cube. Make use of this power function. Okay, s cube. Then check what else we have there. We have minus 3s square. Okay, you come down. Yeah, minus 3s square. Okay, you can make use of this second, or just press this button, s square will come out. Okay, that's the wrong value. Let's delete it, guys. Let's delete it. Yeah, so just come down. Let's delete this. Yeah, so you press x square, press this square now. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so we have, let's check what else we have there. We have, so s cubed minus 3s square plus 6x. So we're going to impute plus 6x here now, plus 6x. Okay, then minus 6, minus 6. Alright, so this is exactly what we have here. Now, guys, pay attention here.
You have to ensure that the number of brackets are balanced, all right? As you can see in these values we are entering, we have two brackets at the left sides, 1 and 2, whereas we have one bracket at the right side, which is this one. Now, if the brackets are not balanced, you're going to end up having syntax error as output. So you have to ensure that the brackets are balanced. Very important, guys. So to balance our brackets here, just enclose it again by one bracket here. So the brackets are not balanced. Then come to this place and impute the 2 is stored. Alright, so we press 2. So that's it, guys. So this is exactly what we have here. Okay, let's check again. Right, so this plus c is not part of what we're going to impute. The plus c is just a constant there added to the answers of indefinite integrals. Alright, so it's as simple as that, guys. So let's press enter button or equal to solve this or to get our answer and see whether we're going to have 59.11. So it's as simple as that, guys. Confirm 59.11. So guys, this is basically how you can solve indefinite integral with this TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Okay, so it's as simple as that, guys. So let's clear this. All right, now question 2. Let's look at question 2. It says determine the integral of x squared exponential to the power of x. All right, guys, so we are still going to make use of the 2 we stored on this calculator. Alright, we're not going to clear anything. The only place we have to clear will be when we want to store a new number. But since we're not storing a new number, we don't have to clear. So we still make use of the 2 we stored. So let's simplify s squared exponential to the power of x. So it's going to be make use of this x squared, okay, exponential to the power of x. We press this second button and this lane button, then put the power there, which is x. So let's press enter or equal to 29.55. So right now we're going to find the derivative of the options. Anyone that gives us 29.55 will be the answer to this question. So let's clear this. Very interesting, guys. So to bring out the derivative function, press alpha and this window button. Okay, so we have option 3, derivative of, let's put d over dx. Very important, guys. So we press x here, so that d over dx then imputes the function in the bracket. So we have s squared. We are finding the derivative of option A, so we have s squared exponential to the power of x. All right, so we have x squared exponential to the power of x. Okay, come down. Then what else we have there? We have minus 2x exponential to the power of x. Okay, so we have minus 2x exponential to the power of x. Okay, so you come down. What else do we have there? Let's check. Okay, we have plus 2 exponential to the power of x plus 2 exponential to the power of x. Second, this, sorry, let's delete this, guys. Let's delete this. Okay, so we have second exponential to the power of x. Alright, so guys, the brackets are balanced. We have one bracket at the left and we also have one bracket at the right. So it's balanced. So come to this place and put the 2 we stored on this calculator. So let's press enter button now and see whether we're going to have 29.55, and that will be our answer. Alright, so let's press enter. 29.55 confirm. So guys, this is the answer to this question, option A. Alright, no need doing option B, but feel free to see, check out option B, find the derivative of option B and D, and see if you get any value close to 29.55 or different value. But I know that you're going to get the wrong value, so our answer is what? Option A. So guys, this is basically how you can solve problems involving indefinite integrals using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Alright, hope you learned something interesting from this video. Let's call it a class here, guys. In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving trigonometric indefinite integrals using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Now after going through this video, I guarantee you guys that you'll be able to solve any problem involving trigonometric indefinite integrals using this calculator. So ensure you stay with me to the very end of this video, guys. You're going to learn a lot. Alright, so before we get started, let's quickly look at the questions I have here to practice with you guys and see what we're asked to find. Alright, so question 1 says evaluate the indefinite integral of minus cosec square theta dx. These are the options. Question 2, find the indefinite integral of s cos x ds. These are the options. Alright guys, after solving these two questions with you guys here, you'll be able to replicate the same process or solution on any question of the same format you encounter dealing with trigonometric indefinite integrals. So guys, this video will be very useful to you for your multiple choice calculus questions involving integration. Alright, so let's get a calculator now and get started. Okay, so this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now the very first thing you have to do is to reset the calculator. The essence of doing this is to put the calculator in default mode to remove whatever previous value or mode you might have placed the calculator on. So to quickly reset it, all you have to do is to press the second button, then press this plus button. Want to reset all, press 7, press all RAM, you press 1 to reset all RAM, very important, then press 2. Okay, so once you do it, it will clear all RAM cleared. We are good to go. Press this clear button. Okay, so the next thing you're going to ensure to do will be to put the calculator in radian mode. By default, this TI-84 plus used to be in radian mode, but if yours isn't in radian mode, perhaps is in degree, all you have to do to switch it to radian mode is to press this mode button, then scroll down with this navigation button. So once you get here, you see radian, and at the right you will see degree. If yours, for instance, is in degree, all you have to do is to switch it to radian by pressing this left arrow key. It will go to radian, then press enter. Once you do it, it will change from degree to radian. Alright, but by default this one is already in radian, so we are good to go. Let's press clear and begin to solve this problem. Alright guys, now the next thing you are going to ensure to do will be to store a number. Very important. This is the idea here, guys. The idea behind solving indefinite integrals, whether trigonometry or not, is to store a number, of which I highly recommend to. Alright, the essence of storing this number, particularly 2, of which I recommend, is to use it to simplify or evaluate a question and then use the same stored number to differentiate the options to get your answer. Alright, now you can choose to store any number you want, but I highly recommend to because I practiced with it for a long time now and I've not found any error with it. So to store 2 on this calculator, all you have to do is to press the number first, 2, then press this STO button. So want to store it as X, you press this button for X to come out, then press enter. Once you do it, it will indicate that this value has been stored as 2 on this calculator. So we are good to go. Right now, we're going to use this number we stored to simplify the question or evaluate the question. So let's look at the question. It says evaluate the indefinite integral of minus cosec square theta dx. Now if you note something, here I wrote note cosec theta is something as 1 over sin theta, sec theta is something as 1 over cos theta, cot theta is something as 1 over tan theta, where theta is something as x. Now guys, these things are very important. On the calculator, there is no cosec, there is no sec, there is no cot. So since we don't have these three identities on the calculator, we're going to replace them with 1 over sin theta, 1 over cos theta, and 1 over tan theta respectively. Okay,
depending on the trig identity we are dealing with. For instance, we are dealing with cosec in question 1. So there's no cosec in the calculator. We're going to replace cosec with 1 over sine theta. Alright, so instead of doing simplifying cosec square theta, we are going to replace it with minus 1 over sine theta square. Alright, let's do it so that you guys understand it better. So we're going to replace minus cos sec square theta now with this trig identity here. Alright, now if you press this minus button, you're going to see answer. Alright, it's not meant to begin with answer, so don't make use of this negative sign button here so you not get the wrong value, guys. Very important. So let's clear this. Then look at the right negative sign we're going to make use of. Press this one. So we have minus in fraction. Bring out the fraction button. We press alpha and this trace button. One fraction, we press this button y equals to button. Then the fraction we are looking for is under 1. So we have in fraction 1 over sine. So theta, we replace it with x, close the bracket, then put the square because this question is having square. Put the square here. So that's it, guys. We're good to go. Let's press enter now and see what we're going to have as an output. If you do anything outside what I've done here, you get the wrong value. Alright, so guys, this is the right step to follow to get the right output. So we have minus 1.209. Right now, we are going to differentiate the options. Anyone that gives us minus 1.209 will basically answer this question. It's as simple as that, guys. So let's clear this. Okay, so let's bring out the derivative function on this calculator. To do this, you press this alpha and this window button. So derivative is option 3. Press 3. So d over dx, you press x for dx. Very important, guys. So right now, let's begin with option A. What do we have there? We have minus sine square theta plus c. Alright, the plus c is just a constant. You're not going to add it in your values you're imputing on the calculator. So we're going to differentiate minus sine square theta now. Alright. So we have minus, make use of this minus sign, guys. Or you can choose to use this one now. This one will work. Let's try this one. So we have minus sine square theta, which is the same thing as minus sine theta. We replace theta with x. Okay. Then we will close the brackets and then put your square. Press this button. So this is it, guys. So let's go here and put the 2 restored. Very important, guys. So press enter and see whether it will give you minus 1.209. Syntax error. So this is the wrong option. Press 2 to go back. Okay, so let's just delete everything here, guys. Let's just delete everything we have here. Delete everything we have here. Okay. Then let's delete this one. And let's delete this one. Okay. Let's delete the S we have here. Okay. Let's delete the sign or negative sign. Okay. Delete the sign symbol here. Alright, so let's check option B. We have cos theta over sine theta. Let's check whether if we differentiate it, whether it will give us minus 1.209. So it's in fraction. To be on the fraction button, press alpha and this trace button. So we press y equals to button. So we press 1. Alright, so we have cos theta, which is cos x. Okay. Close the brackets. Over we have sine x. Close the brackets. So the brackets are balanced. The 2 restored is still here. So let's press enter now, see whether you're going to have minus 1.209, and that will be your answer to this question. Minus 1.209 exactly. So guys, option B is the right answer to this question. Feel free to check option C, but I know that you get the wrong value for it. So it's as simple as this, guys. This is how you can deal with problems involving trigonometric indefinite integrals with this TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Very, very interesting, guys, for a multiple choice question to help you to save time. Alright, so let's practice more with the second question before we call it a class so that you guys understand it better. Alright, so let's clear this. Okay, let's go ahead and solve question 2. So it says find the indefinite integral of s cos x ds. So right now we're going to simplify s cos x and see what's going to give us. After it, we differentiate the options to get the right option. So let's simplify s cos x. Okay, the dx is just standing for function. You're not meant to impute it in a calculator, it's just standing for function. So let's simplify s cos x. So we have s cos x cos x, close the bracket, very important. So press enter. So we have minus 0.83. Right now we're going to differentiate. Anyone that gives us minus 0.83 will be our answer. So let's clear this. So to bring out derivative function, press alpha and this window button. So derivative is option 3. So let's begin with, let's put x here first. Then option A, we have derivative of s sine x, and so that it will give us 0. Minus 0.83. Okay, let's check. So we have x, alright, sine x. Alright, so you have to balance the brackets. You close the brackets here, guys. Very important. Always ensure that the brackets are balanced, that you will not end up having syntax error. So we have s sine x, that's it, plus c. Not putting the c there, just a constant. Then come here and put the 2 restored. We are still making use of that 2 restored because we didn't reset the or clear the calculator, so it's still functional here. We press enter. No, we had minus 0.83 thereabouts. Okay, so let's check option B. Let's clear this. Option B is none. Alright, so let's check option C. What is there in option C? S tan x cos x. Okay, s tan x cos x. Let's clear this. So we have s tan x cos x. Alright, so we have x tan x. Close the bracket here before we put cos. Then we have cos x. Alright, so close the bracket. Check whether they are balanced. We have 1, 2, 3 at the left. We have 1, 2, 3 at the right. So it's balanced. Come over to this place and put the 2 restored. Alright guys, very, very interesting. Let's press enter. No, let's check option D now. It has to be option D, and after it's basically to give us the answer, but let's verify. Let's clear this and go back to derivative function. Alright, so put x here. So we have s sine x plus cos x. Okay, so we have x sine x. Okay, so you close the bracket before you put your plus. We have plus cos x. Close the bracket, check whether they are balanced. So we have 3 at the left, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 at the right as well, so it's balanced. So go back this place and put the 2 restored. So we are good to go, guys. The plus c is not part of what you're going to impute. Alright, it's just a constant there. So let's press enter. minus 0.83. Confirm. So guys, option D is the right answer to this question. It's as simple as this. So this is basically how you can deal with problems involving trigonometric indefinite integrals using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator fast for multiple choice questions involving integration. Alright, hope you learned something interesting from this video guys. Let's call it a video here guys. In this video, we're going to learn how to solve problems involving application of integration using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for multiple choice questions. Alright, so ensure you stay to the very end of this video because you are going to learn a lot guys. Having known that, let's get started. So if you look here, I noticed something that the method of solving definite integral is used to solve questions involving application of integration where the higher value of x is the upper limit and the lower value of x is the lower limit. Okay, very important guys. Now before we get the TI-84 plus calculator, let's look at the example we're going to practice with. So it says this question, one example here says find the area bound by a curve y equals 2 square roots of x, the x-axis and the ordinate at x equals 0 and s equals 3. Alright, so this kind of question guys is under application of integration. So here x is having two ordinates at x equals 0 and at x equals what? 3. Alright, now let's get the TI-84 plus calculator and solve this. Alright, so this is the TI-84 plus scientific calculator. Now guys, since we're going to make use of the definite integral method to solve this question, let's bring out the definite integral sign on this calculator. Okay, so once you have done this, firstly just ensure that this calculator is in radian mode. Very important for you to solve definite integrals guys. So if yours isn't in radian mode, perhaps is in degree, how you will know? When you check on top of here written radian, yours will be within degree. If yours is within degree and you want to change it to radian, simply press mode button. So you go down with this navigation button. When you get here, you see radian. Alright, for instance, if I press this right navigation button, it will go to degree. Alright, so if yours is in degree and you want to switch to radian, just press this left navigation button, it will go to radian. Once you do it, just press enter and it will get to radian mode. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's clear this. So let's solve this problem using definite integral procedure. So to bring out the definite integral sign, just press this alpha and this window button. Alright, so you will see integration. So option 4, you press it, so it will bring out this for us. Now as I noted here that the higher value of x will be our upper limit, so the higher value of x in this question is 3, so it will be our upper limit. Alright, so just go up and put 3. Then our lower limit will be the lower value of s, which is what? 0. Okay, then go to the center box and impute the function. The function here is y equals 2 square roots of x, or 2 with x. Okay, so we press 2 to bring out the square root. Just press this second button and this button here, it will come out. Then we have x there, press this button for x. Okay, so we are good to go guys. Then go over here and impute dx, very important, so put x here. Alright, so we are good to go guys. Let's now press enter button or equal to see the solution or the answer to this question. Is as easy as that guys. Let's press enter. So it's solving the problem. Alright, so this is the answer, 6.92. Right now, we're going to simplify the options. It can't be option 7. It has to be either option C or D. So let's simplify the options. Anyone that gives us 6.92 will be the answer. All right. So this is very, very easy, guys. If you are solving this kind of problem manually, it can take you a level of time to get the solution or the output. But with this calculator, it's very, very fast in seconds. All right, so let's simplify option C. Clear this. Remember, we got 6.92, so we have 4 roots. This and this button, 3. Okay, enter. 6.92 exactly. So the answer to this question is what? Option C. It's as simple as this, guy. This is basically how you can solve problems involving application of integration. Question like this using the TI-84 plus scientific calculator in seconds for a multiple choice calculus questions or exam. Hope there's something interesting from this video. Let's call it a video here, guys.